Bien. Ahí va. Capítulo 7. El libro del más allá. Siniestro, siniestro, un libro siniestro, siniestro, siniestro. El libro hablaba, ¿no? O por lo menos eso parecía para Holmes.
Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled.
I...
Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft, the Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind? You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics and Edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear. As rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread? We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true. The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
I know men like you. Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars, and you send men like me to die in them. You and the rest of your corpulent cronies. Ha! Corpulent, that was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity, you find yourself another John.
All right, so the choice is made. I beg your pardon? There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
Muchas drogas, este hombre. Aquí. A esto. No tenemos nada aún. Vale, vale. Vamos al librero, señores, a llevarle el libro a este maldito.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the strand for all the details. Cool. Thank you, sir.
La tormenta del siglo, la tempestad en la que muchos llamaban ya la tormenta del siglo, lleva una quincena arrasando la costa oeste del Yorkshire. Los oficiales se encuentran alarmados por los signos de intensificación de la tormenta. La tormenta está pasándole factura a las embarcaciones y las vidas de los marineros, con 34 navíos declarados perdidos. Incluso mientras se envía a imprenta este artículo, hay cientos de vidas pendientes de unión conforme los marineros luchan contra los elementos. Por desgracia, se ha prohibido que se envíe una unidad de rescate Royal Navy debido a las peligrosas condiciones. Su Majestad la Reina Victoria tuvo una reunión de emergencia con sus ministros sobre la crisis que se cierne en nuestras costas y se sabe qué fenómenos parecidos de gran importancia se están dando por todo el mundo. En otras noticias, un ladrón francés con las iniciales AL está jugando con Escolandia.
Get the strand. Get the true facts.
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson, Indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How can I help?
Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged. Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean or time. Oh my. Oh, already on it, as you can tell.
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be lovely. Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job, and now my heart is full.
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor.
Vale. Sentiría que está a su derecha. Grande familia británica. Este volumen reúne hechos, historias y cotillos sobre los miembros de la grande familia británica. Es un relato un tanto chovista de la mejor cita de la Gran Bretaña. Vale. Ubicación. Vale. Título. Autor. Chogonista. que a ver, dice... A ver. Británicas. Chauvinista. Es que... ¿Cuál es el periodo? Ni puta idea. Vamos a ver. Vale, aquí. Vale, familia Stevenson. El libro de las familias británicas menciona nuevamente a los Stevenson, célebres por sus faros repartidos por toda Escocia. Es curioso que el iniciador de esta estirpe comparta el mismo nombre que el tal Robert Louis Stevenson. Desde que se erigiera el faro del Bell Rock en 1810, los Stevenson han dejado su huella por toda Escocia con sus hitos de ingeniería civil en la industria marítima. Tanto si los faros han sido construidos por Robert Stevenson como por sus hijos Alan, David y Thomas. Los marineros que recorren las costas escocesas tienen que agradecer a la dinastía por guiarles hacia la prosperidad con seguridad. Vale. Pues no. Menciona un lugar en el que la secta tiene planeado reunirse, un faro construido por los Stevenson al oeste de Londres.
Spellbinding pages.
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Loch Harbour, west coast.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk.
Vale, a ver.
All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
Much appreciated.
Faro Skirrybor. El faro Skirrybor, ubicado en la isla homónima, se encuentra en el suroeste de la isla habitada de Tyre. La torre diseñada y construida por Alan Stevenson en 1844 es testimonio de la determinación de los obreros e ingenieros del imperio por facilitar la vida a los marineros. El faro tardó 6 años en construirse y fueron numerosos los hombres que arriesgaron sus vidas para construir este faro de seguridad de granito sobre rocas peligrosas. Faro Rubanangal. Rubanangal significa punto extraño en gaélico escocés. Esta torre de luz simple a la par que elegante hecha de ladrillo construida en 1857 por David Thomas Stevenson. No es ni siquiera la única que dirigió la dinastía ese año. Con sus 19 metros de altura proyecta una luz que abarca 10 millas náuticas, iluminado en el camino a los barcos, que recorren el Sound of Mull, que separa la isla de Mull de Escocia. Tenemos que leer todos los faros. Faro de Arnhem Murchan. El faro diseñado y construido por Alan Stevenson en 1849. Se encuentra en el extremo occidental de la península de Ardamach en Lochaber. La arquitectura y decoración refleja una influencia egipcia, lo que hace que sea único entre los faros escoceses. La torre hecha de granito rosa y con un fanal negro llamativo se alza 36 metros sobre las rocas. Seguramente será ese, ¿no? Y luego nos queda el faro de Barra Head. Se ubica en la isla Outer Hebrides de Barra de Head e ilumina la entrada del sur de Minch. La torre fue diseñada por Robert Stevenson y construida por Jimmy Smith de Inverness en 1833. Está hecha de piedra. Se considera el faro más alto de todo el Reino Unido y se alza a 207 metros sobre la torre del mar.
Doctor! Look what I just found.
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It, puts the grim in grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
You have been of great help, so yes.
Excellent. I could barely put it down. Farewell. A fascinating book. Thank you for the opportunity, Doctor.
Vale.
Please let Mr. Holmes know that he may always read the latest strand at no cost.
Tenemos, a ver, un momento. Tenemos nada. Vale, el faro sí que ha aceptado. El ritual del despertar. Ahí estamos. Rochester quiere hacer un ritual. Archibald Rochester está vivo y dirige una secta. Tiene por objetivo dirigir un ritual monstruoso en el faro de Ardamurchan, en el que habrá que sacrificar a hombres que de diferentes etnias a ir reunidos. Vale, un mapa. ¿Dónde está Baker Street? Aquí.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the strand for the details. Just back from a trip, Doctor. You look exhausted.
Vale.
Am I mad? This painting wasn't here last time, was it? Holmes, I have the translation. Barnes will keep researching. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes gave us a preliminary translation of the book. I think we have a lead.
Sherlock, what is it? I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, but my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I, and thus we must persist. Lives hang in the balance. If you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Ardnamurk, Scotland. Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.